And make sure the mouse is nowhere near stop broadcast so I don't do what I did last week. um, Hi, and welcome to another episode of Full Metal Random. Today we've got a really great match for you. We've got an MCU match, which I didn't plan in order a Spider-Man Homecoming. Not far from, not at all. It's just coincidence that it happened to be this week. But with that being said, this should be a great match. Got two great competitors, so let's hear from them. So we're introducing first. He's the Full Metal Geek champion. He's the Fandom Fights champion. He's one half of the Fandom Fights team champions. He's probably got so many bouts in his closet that he hasn't told us about. It's the commissioner of Full Metal Geek, Robert Parker. Robert, how are you going?
Yeah, I'm doing great tonight. I'm looking forward to this match. I have been for a long time. You know, I haven't been able to study like by watching the movies, but I've gone through all my notes, gone through all my flashcards. I'm ready to go for this match. Dom's a great competitor. I respect his knowledge a lot. He's a very knowledgeable guy about the MCU, so I'm looking forward to seeing one-on-one who knows more about the MCU. You know, sometimes I think Dom gets a little bit too caught up in his like snarky quip that he's going to make with his answer, or trying to give his full movie review with the answer, like instead of just giving the answer, and that's not going to work today. Because, like, you know, it's a timed thing, so he's not going to have time to just stall. So I'm looking forward to this match for sure.
And introducing second, it's Dominic. I forgot his nickname until Caleb Boatman reminded me. It was the movie nerd, Rizzy. Dom, how are you feeling for this match today?
Well, glad I can add you to the list of people who forget my nickname, even though it's really not that difficult a nickname to forget, and yet somehow everybody seems to be forgetting it. No, but Robert was honestly right about most of the things, most of the time. I do kind of get caught up in my snarky comments, trying to give my full review of the movie rather than just the answer to the question. I'm not going to lie, I absolutely do that. That's why I'm a critic first and a trivia player second. But, yeah, I'm still here to play and have fun, and I like the MCU, and I figured, hey, that would be a good follow-up match to consider the fact that the only time I've beaten this kid was in a Full Metal Random match, so I figured, hey, why the hell not? Let's do this.
And let's get the show on the road. You got, as the rules are, it's a 25-minute main round, where they gain as many points as they can. Then at the end of that, goes to a 3-minute speed round. There's a short break after first 15 minutes. Each player gets 3 repeats and 1 challenge. Hopefully no one uses too many to this time. It's been a problem last few times, but regardless, we're here to have fun and answer questions. And we'll go to the first question now. It's a pretty softball. What was the name of Tony Stark's daughter in Avengers Endgame? And both players have got the boards up. Robert.
Morgan.
That is correct. And Dom.
Morgan, I'm not even going to try and say her middle name, Stark.
That is both correct. The next question is, which famous Disney songwriter wrote the song Make Way for Tomorrow Today, which was used as the theme for the Stark Expo in Iron Man 2? This was something I didn't know until I read about it.
Sorry, my dad. Hold on, can I get a repeat there? I just realized I completely missed the question. What was that question again?
Yeah, I can give you a repeat. Which famous Disney songwriter wrote the song Make Way for Tomorrow Today, which was used as the theme for the Stark Expo in Iron Man 2? And I'll go for 5 count. 5, 4, 3, and everyone's got it up. Dom, what do you have?
No idea. I guess Phil Collins.
Incorrect. Robert.
It's Robert something, but I don't remember his last name.
That scribble did start with the white 2 letters. That's Robert Sherman.
Sherman, that's it. Okay.
Famous
so he did the Mary Poppins songs. Yeah.
And like something I didn't know until I actually watched the Watch Mojo video and found it out. But the next question is, Alan Silvestri has composed the most MCU movies at 4. Who has composed the second highest amount of MCU movies at 3? I was going to ask for who's composed the most, but I thought that would be too easy. Robert, what do you have?
Brian Tyler.
That is correct. And Dom.
Iron Man 3, Thor 2, and Age of Ultron, or one half of Age of Ultron. Brian Tyler.
That is correct. The next question is, what is the name of the missile that Tony was demonstrating in Afghanistan in the first Iron Man? And Dom.
Jericho missile.
That is correct. And Robert.
The Jericho.
The next question is, what is the name of the person that went by the code name Mr. Blue in the Incredible Hulk? Incredible Hulk is a fairly underrated MCU movie. A lot of people dislike it for some reason. Robert.
Samuel Stearns.
That is correct. And Dom.
I said Samuel Stern without the S.
I can't give you that, sorry.
So it was with the S? Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was Stern. I could never remember if it was the S comic book accurate. Okay, that's fine.
You wouldn't have been the first person that stuffed something up
sure
because of one letter. So, the next question is, when Steve is in the SHIELD base at the end of the first Avenger, what does he hear on the radio which makes him realize that something is wrong? And Robert.
A baseball game that he was at.
And Dom.
Yeah, I screwed it up. I said modern day music.
And going to the next question. In the Avengers, what does Hawkeye steal in Stuttgart, Germany to stabilize that's needed to stabilize the Tesseract? Go for a quick 5 count. 5, 4, and Dom.
Iridium.
That is correct. And Robert.
Whew. Iridium.
The next question is, what movie garnered the first Oscar win for the MCU? I'm not going to say too much about this movie, because otherwise I'll probably end up giving it away. And going to go for a quick 5 count. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dom, stop writing. Dom, what do you have?
Captain America: The First Avenger. I know it's been said.
That is not correct. Robert.
The only movie that's won Oscars at Black Panther.
That's correct.
God. Don't move. I don't deserve to win this match now after that fucking mishap of an answer. Just saying.
But the next question is, in the post-credit scene to Guardians of the Galaxy, name one of the 2 characters that comfort the collector after his archives are destroyed. And Robert is ready, and so is Dom. Robert, what do you have?
Howard the Duck and Cosmo the Space Dog.
That is correct. And Dom.
Damn good thing I wrote my answer because I would have had the wrong thing. I just put Howard the Duck.
That is correct. The next question is, what is the name of the mystical object which Doctor Strange uses to bend time? And Dom.
I have Agamotto.
That is correct. And Robert.
I have Agamotto.
That is also correct. And the next question is, which community actor plays Aaron Davis, who is the guy who is buying weapons from Adrian Toomes in Spider-Man Homecoming? Robert.
Donald Glover.
That is correct. And Dom.
Childish Gambino. Donald Glover.
And going to the next question. In what kind of establishment do we see the Stan Lee cameo in Black Panther? Been writing this is it was one of those ones like you can't get away with putting a Stan Lee question in here, but they're both ready. Dom, what do you have?
Casino.
That is correct. And Robert.
Casino.
And the next question. When Louise is telling Scott about the tip in Ant-Man, what is the name of his cousin that told him about Hank's safe?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I knew I was the
I know both cousins' names. I'm not sure which one is which.
yeah.
I don't know which is which scene.
Dom, what do you have?
I guess Miguel.
That is incorrect. Robert.
Ernesto?
That is correct.
Ignacio's the other one.
But the next question is, in Captain Marvel, what is the name that Marvel is using as a disguise on Earth? Captain Marvel, it's the movie that has gotten a lot of hate. I actually really liked it. But, Robert.
Dr. Wendy Lawson.
That is correct. And Dom.
Dr. Wendy Lawson.
That is also correct.
Mom, I'm eating, but I'm in the middle of a trivia match. Yes. Hot food. Yes. Anyway, sorry about that.
That's all right. The next question is, which member of the Guardians of the Galaxy has famously huge turds? As you can tell, I had a lot of fun writing these questions. Robert.
Drax.
That is correct. And Dom.
Drax.
That is correct. And the next question is, in the post-credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp, why is Scott in the quantum realm when Hank, Hope, and Janet get snapped away? And Dom.
He's collecting quantum energy.
That is correct. And Robert.
Yeah, I said collecting particles to help Ava.
That is correct. And the next question is, who is the last person that we see turn to dust in Avengers Infinity War? And Dom.
Nick Fury.
That is correct. And
Oh. Okay. I didn't realize you were counting
Got him.
post-credit scenes. I didn't realize you were counting post-credits. I said
Hey,
Peter Parker,
you
which is
ruined
the main, which is in the main film, the last one.
He
Okay.
didn't say that.
That was
though.
it. No, that was a good question. That was a
Yeah.
good question.
I like that. That was good,
That was
Malcolm.
tricky.
You
That
you
was
sneaky
tricky.
bastard.
And testing, a lot of people made
Yeah.
that same mistake.
I know.
Yeah, that was
But
dumb.
but the next question is, who says the quote, "Oh my God, a hammer pulled you off" in Thor Ragnarok? Dom.
Everyone's favorite Cronin, Korg.
That is correct. And Robert.
Piss off, Ghost. Cool.
That is correct. And next question is, what race is Stanley seen with in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Dominic.
The Watchers.
That is correct. And Robert.
Watchers.
And the next question is, what are the final words in the sequence which activates Bucky as the Winter Soldier?
Wait, the last how many words? Just the last word?
The final words, like the final
okay.
phrase that's said. And Robert.
Freight train.
Ooh, Dom.
Oh, I didn't have it. I just put sink boat toilet.
Yes,
Was
sorry,
it freight
Robert.
car? Was it freight car?
It's freight car. The next question is, what country does Ultron take control of Dr. Helen's show in Avengers Age of Ultron?
That's the only one that's gonna bother me.
I don't know what was funnier, Robert. Seeing your reaction to getting that question wrong, or seeing Malcolm's delight in writing another question that fooled you.
I knew it was freight something.
Dom, what do you have?
South Korea.
That is correct. And Robert.
South Korea.
That is correct. I mean, I always get delighted whenever I write a question that manages to stump Robert. But next question is, in Iron Man 3, what is the name of the treatment that Aldrich Killian subjects Pepper to? But Dom.
Extremis.
That is correct. And Robert.
Extremis.
And we're going to go into a short break. But just to recap the scores, we've got Robert only missing 3 questions so far on 19. And we've got Dom on 16. So it's pretty close and anything can happen. But
What was that? Sorry, 19 to 14, Dom had?
16 Dom has.
16, my bad. Okay.
But it's time to restart again. But the next question is, what is the name of the project that Nick Fury was working on in Captain America: The Winter Soldier? And Dom.
Damocles.
Ooh. Robert.
Project Insight requires
That
insight.
is correct.
Oh, shit.
Insight's correct.
Damn it. No, you're right. Fuck. Yeah, it was Insight. Why did I think Damocles? What was that in?
I have no clue where you got that from.
No, that was
Yes.
something. That was something. It was not wow. I don't know where I got that from. That was
But anyway, the next question is what is the name of the rare alignment of the 9 realms that's mentioned in For the Dark World?
What is the name of the what?
The alignment of the 9
Is
realms.
that a repeat?
Oh, okay,
No,
okay,
I'm just
okay.
messing with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure I got that. I wanted to make sure I heard that right.
yeah. But Robert,
Convergence.
that is correct, and Dom.
Yes, I got it right. The Convergence.
But the next question is, what name is Black Widow going by when she first meets Tony in Iron Man 2?
I actually remember this.
Well, you're in this match. I'd hope so.
You don't understand, Robert. I got a lot of flack for a long time for being the one person in my school that actually knew the name that she was going by in Iron Man 2.
And Dom.
It would be Natalie Rushmore.
No, Robert.
Natalie Rushman. Natalie Rushman.
That is correct.
God damn it. I don't deserve it.
But the next question is, in Avengers Endgame, in what country would you find New Asgard? Robert.
Tonsberg, Norway.
That is correct. And Dom.
Okay, good. I'm not smoking crack. Norway.
And the next question is, what kind of batteries were the Guardians collecting at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Spoiler alert, the answer is not Energizer. But I'll go for a quick 5 count. 5, 4, and Dom.
Helion batteries.
Incorrect. Robert.
Annulax.
That is correct.
Drax calls him Harbulary, I think.
Yeah. But the next question is, in Spider-Man Homecoming, Ned asked Peter for help to build a Lego set of what iconic vehicle, or I didn't really know what else to call it, so. And Dom.
Come build my Lego Death Star.
That is correct, and Robert.
Death Star with 3,803 pieces.
Of course you know that.
But the next question. What movie features the first appearance of both Spider-Man and Black Panther in the MCU? And Robert.
Captain America Civil War.
That is correct, and Dom.
Captain America Civil War.
That is also correct. And the next question. Who is the leader of the Jabari tribe in Black Panther? And Dom.
M'Baku.
That is correct, and Robert.
M'Baku.
And the next question. Why does Taserface not want to kill Baby Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2? I will be somewhat lenient on the wording of this. And Dom.
He's much too cute / adorable.
That is correct. And Robert.
Too cute to kill.
That is correct. The next question. In Doctor Strange, one of the sanctums that protects Earth from threats from other dimensions is in New York. Name one of the other two places that have a sanctum. And Robert.
Hong Kong.
That is correct. And Dom.
I put the one in London.
That is correct. And between both of them, they got both of them. But next question is, in Civil War, who shoots down War Machine, paralyzing him? Dom.
Vision.
That is correct. And Robert.
Whew. Vision. Thought I messed it up.
But next question is, during the homecoming dance in Spider-Man Homecoming, Peter realizes that Adrian Toomes is planning to hijack a plane transporting weapons from which location? And it's a pretty specific location. I'll add that.
From, right? You want the from, not the to.
The from. And Dom.
Avengers Tower.
That is correct. And Robert.
Avengers Tower.
The next question is, what is the real name for Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp? And Dom.
I don't remember her last name, so deduct me the point. I don't care. I just put Ava.
And Robert.
Ava Starr.
I mean, I'll give you just Ava because, like, I did. That's one of the ones that I thought, well, because I don't think her last name said a lot throughout the movie. But the next question is, what is the first thing that Baby Groot brings back when he goes to get Yondu's fin in Guardians 2? Robert.
The first thing I think was Vorker's eye.
No, Dom.
That wasn't the first one, was it?
The Ravager bat.
No, the first thing he brings back is Yondu's underwear.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was on TV recently.
We both had something that he brought back.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
But the next question is, at the beginning of Avengers Infinity War, what stone does Thanos already have? And Dom.
The Power Stone, because fuck Xandar.
That is correct. And Robert.
Power Stone.
But next question is, in Captain Marvel, what is the name of Nick Fury's boss that Talos impersonates? And Dom?
Well, I just put Nolan Sorrento, which is a character's name in Ready Player One.
That is incorrect. And Robert.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Also incorrect. It's Agent Cuellar.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the end of the main round. And going into the speed round, we've got Robert still in the lead on 33 points. And we've got Dom second on 26 points. So
27. Did I give myself a point there?
Possibly.
You do
I've
tend
got
to mark before you actually answer.
yeah, but I've got you at 26. So
Okay. I'll take an extra point off. I thought it was 27, but I thought I got the one before the Captain Marvel one, and that was 27.
I'll double check if there's not time for anything. Yeah, I think I did mark you down for that. I mean, when I do this, when I do the stats, I'll go through and double check.
All right.
But yeah. Now this is the fun time because Dom can easily change things a lot here because this is the speed round. As soon as they get an answer question wrong, they lose a point, and if they get that one right, they can gain a point. So Robert still has a commanding lead, but he has to go very terribly wrong in these questions for it to change anything. But
No
it
pressure.
is possible. But the first question in the speed round: how many movies in the MCU does Jimon Honsu appear in? And Robert,
3.
that is incorrect. Dom,
Only 2. The first Guardians and Captain Marvel.
that is
Oh
correct.
God, he's not in Guardians 2. I'm
No,
stupid.
he is
I
not.
deserve to lose a point there. I deserve that.
But the
That was
next question is: at the beginning of Thor Ragnarok, Thor faces off with who? And Dom,
Searcher.
that is correct. And Robert.
Surtur.
And next question: what city are Jane and Darcy at when they investigate the abandoned factory in For the Dark World? And Dom.
And this answer's popping up a lot. London.
And Robert.
London.
That is correct. The next question is: where does Tony find the diagram for the new element that he uses in his arc reactor in Iron Man 2? And Dom.
I know I specifically want to water, but his dad's old designs, blueprints.
Yeah, I don't know about it, Robert.
It's specifically in like the World of the Future model. It's not just his dad's blueprints.
Yeah,
I don't know how. Only reason why I would challenge that is because I feel like that's not looking. You weren't looking for anything specific there. You know. I don't know how to the answer is because it is still technically like his model, even though
you didn't say model. You said blueprints. It's not his dad's blueprints.
Blueprint they were turned into blueprints. Whatever. It's fine. I lose the point. It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I personally was probably going to give it to you, but I imagine that Robert wouldn't give it if someone said it in Formula Geek, so I'll trust him on that one. But the next question is: what song plays when Yondu is killing the Ravagers with the arrow?
In Guardians 2?
In Guardians 2.
Okay.
And this will be the last question.
Good game, Robert.
Me too, Tom.
And Dom.
Come a little bit closer.
That is correct. And Robert.
Come a little bit closer.
That is correct. Which does mean with a score of 36 points is Robert the Hobbit Parker. I'm going to go to Dom first. Dom, like you managed to score 26 points. How do you feel about the match overall there?
I missed some easy ones like I do in every match. It'll happen. I'll make my comeback. This is a good game. Like I said, I wasn't taking this one too seriously. This one was a more casual match against Robert. I kind of knew he was going to beat me. Iron Man matches are usually, like I said, unless the odds are very, very much in my favor, I usually am not one to sweat about them because I've lost some very easy matches that I thought I was going to win before when they were in the Iron Man format. It's a tricky format, so I don't envy anyone because I feel like anybody in my position. Now, granted, of course, I am going up against the great Robert Parker, so there's that, of course, to keep in mind as well. But I feel like I did as well as I could. I missed some easy ones, but I also missed some difficult ones. And hey, you even wrote a few questions to trump this kid, so consider yourself proud for that one.
Robert, how do you feel about the match overall?
I feel good. I mean, it's always good to play Dom. He's one of the most knowledgeable guys in the community, especially about MCU. So, when it's just pure knowledge against knowledge, no strategy, no round format, just Iron Man, when we really can put our knowledge to the test. Yeah, I have a lot of fun playing him in that kind of format. Honestly, there's a couple that are really going to bother me. Freight Car and Jimon Hunsu and Nick Fury. Like, all three of those, I absolutely should have gotten. Like, obviously should have gotten. But there's a couple that I missed that I am not going to let bother me either, like that Captain Marvel Taylor's question. But yeah, this is good. I'm looking forward to being back because I think I'm back in the ring soon, actually, against Jake and Cody. So I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, that's definitely coming up in a couple of weeks, actually. Next week we do have they're returning Jeremy Adams into random competing. He's up against Jeff Varju in a John Travolta / Samuel L. Jackson match. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Dom, I know I've got you down for a few other matches. But yeah, is there anything else you want to do a random match on?
Trying to think. I got Game of Thrones. I got MCU. Wizarding World, obviously. But again, you probably have people stacked up through the wazoo for that one. I'd be down for a Sopranos Full Metal random match if anybody would want to face me in that. I don't know who in their right mind would want to face me in a Sopranos Full Metal random, but I'd definitely be down for that. And there was one more Full Metal random that I wanted to go for that I totally forgot about. It'll come to me though. But for right now, Sopranos is the next one that I want.
Yeah, I definitely do have you down for a Sopranos match. I'm pretty sure there is someone that did say they were keen to do it, so I don't know when I'll do that match yet, but it's definitely in the pipeline. Robert, I know. Once again, I think you're down for a few as well. Like you got the Spider-Man one coming up, you got the Harry Potter one coming up, but is there anything else that?
Yeah, I mean, those are the two big ones. I'd love to do a Batman Arkham video game series, all 4 games, not just 3. I would love to play in that. But yeah, other than that, throw me in pretty much wherever. Like geek-centric stuff especially, I'll play everywhere. I love all this kind of stuff, so for sure.
Right, so I'll put you in a Justin Bieber match against Caleb Coho, just randomly. I mean, you see, put you in any match. So... Yeah, no, like I don't really want to listen to the music to write the questions for that match. So, yeah. But anyway, this is a fun match. As I said, next week we've got the Travolta and Samuel Jackson Iron Man match, which should be a lot of fun. But regardless, Dom, where can people find you on the interwebs?
All the places, all the social medias under the name Movie Nerd Reviews, except for Letterboxd. That, for some reason, is just my name, Dom81797. But go to my Letterboxd. That's what I'm the most active on.
And Robert, where can people find you online?
You can find me personally on Twitter and Letterboxd at RBRTPRKR98. That's my first and last name, Navas Basier. And you can find me doing stuff all over the place. So as mentioned earlier, I'm the question writer and one of the co-commissioners for Full Metal Geek. So you can see me running all over that league. And of course, over at Multiplex, mainly, I'm on After Show over there and also just playing in trivia over there. You said it yourself, triple belted in geek stuff. So I have lots to do.
But yeah, you can find me all over the place as well, like competing in multiplex, Full Metal, and all those lovely areas. I host ranking every Sunday night. Next week is going to be top 12 part 3s in movies, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm also hosting Late Night Take 3 this week, and the topic will be Beatles songs / Shakespeare adaptations because they go well together. But no, it's really because of the movie yesterday and Ophelia, and I just couldn't decide which one I want to do more, so why not both? So until next week, keep being random.